Yeah, so I'm Emily Rasmussen. I've been shooting for about 10 years now. I started on the Union Grove Broncos high school shooting club under Coach Doug Evje, and then I went to Concordia University in Nebraska and shot on their shooting team underneath Scott Moniot for another 4 years. I have shot my way onto the Scholastic Clay Target Program International Team 4 times now. And now I'm down at the University of Mississippi in a PhD program, and I continue to shoot and coach for the Oxford Claybusters. I think my most proud accomplishments definitely have to do with shooting. The second time I shot my way onto the SCTP team, I started out finals as 6th place bib number. So for those that don't know, that's as soon as I have the lowest score in the finals, I'm out. I was going into finals, last place basically. And throughout the course of the final, we had a rain delay. We were being pelted with hail. And by the end of about a 2-hour-long final, I came out on top. I won the International Skeet Ladies Champion title that year. And it was just one of the most amazing experiences. We're out in Colorado Springs, and I just remember turning around and my dad's face is just so happy, and my coach's face, they are just beaming. And so just being able to do the best that I know how I can, dig in, have that grit, and come out on top, and then have all of my supporters right behind me, that was probably the most special moments of my shooting career.
Upon reflection, what were the secrets to your success or high performance, whether they be mindsets, habits, protocols, or what have you?
Yeah, so it's all of that. A big thing, obviously, with shooting is mindset. It's very much a mental game. And so having that solution-focused mindset and not letting yourself get negative. When you miss, it's not, oh, shoot, I missed. It's, okay, what can I do better next time? What went well? What can I fix for the next shot, the next go-around, so that I have a more positive outcome? And then just being consistency with, I'm an international skeet shooter, so the biggest thing with that is just having your mount down. So for years, I was getting up every morning and doing 100 mounts before I went to school. So just having that consistency and that drive to try and excel every single day, I think is really what's made me successful.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So that process orientation, maybe speak to us very quickly about that process orientation that you're talking about.
Can you rephrase the question?
Well, yeah, no. Meaning, hey, what is the process? I mean, you were more focused on, hey, this is what I have to do. In the project management, they call it, lead measures versus lag. It's always like, I gotta win. That's not gonna get you there. You're like, I gotta get up. You said 100 pounds. What? 100 mounts. 100 mounts. What's that?
Gun mounts. So in international skeet, you can't have your gun above this line until after the bird comes out. So every day, just this. That 100 times.
Gotcha.
So just so you get that muscle memory in there, and you can go out and do that on the field. But one of my coaches through the years, Terry DeWitt, a former Olympian as well, she has always harped into us, it's not about the end. Don't be thinking about being up on the podium at the end of this. The only thing that matters is your next shot. You should only ever be focusing on your next shot, because if you're so focused on the end result, you'll never get where you want. You have to have your process down, and that looks different for everyone, but you have your game plan, you go into it with your game plan, and you just work the plan, and everything will work out as it should be.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So you're getting your PhD.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, that's impressive as heck as well, and that's quite a workload. So how is it maybe that you parlay your work ethic and your skeet shooting into your academics? How does that correlate? I'm sure there's some same, I'll say process, the same process orientation. You get up, you do your thing. Just maybe speak to the audience about that as well.
Yeah, I've always been a woman with a lot of drive. I've always wanted to accomplish things, and I've always had a great support system that's allowed me to do that. And so it's just, again, getting up every day, and it's I have a plan. In the next 3 years, I'd like to have my PhD, and I know in order to do that, I need to get up every day, I need to go to the lab, I need to read, I need to write, I need to be involved. So I get up every day and I work the plan, and it's hard to not think about graduation and one day I'll be there and I'll have, you know, a DR in front of my name, but I just have to know what works and what it takes to get there, and then just work the game plan just like I do in shooting.
Fantastic. So lastly, I'd ask, what advice do you have for other aspiring high performers? Could be anything. It could be, hey, you know, motivation. It could be, again, the same process orientation. It could be commitment, like, hey, nothing of value ever comes easy. You know, I think a lot of times we live in this era of instant gratification, and at least my experience has been seldom, if ever, is that the case. It's usually a long, hard slog, and that whole luck thing. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity, so there's a lot of preparation. So maybe speak to that.
Yeah, so I would say probably don't get too caught up in the future. Don't get too caught up in the result that you're missing the now, because yes, you're always going to be working towards something, but once you get it, then what? Then what happens? Are you going to be happy, fulfilled? No, there's always going to be something else. So don't forget to live your life and have that balance and be grateful for what you do have, because when you're working towards a goal, it's really easy to get dismayed when you're not there yet. But look around, look at your supporters, be grateful for how far you have come, and be grateful for the people that have gotten you there, because you never know when you're going to turn back and one day they're no longer there.
Appreciate you.
Great message.
Yep, no, gratitude. No, you've touched on so many great things.